Hello, everyone. Ed, the finance guy. How are you doing out there? Thanks for tuning in. So today I want to discuss this EIDL. I want to bring it back. We spoke about it before. The disaster loan that the SBA came up with, that if you have a business, you can borrow money, 30-year loan, 3.5%. It's something that a lot of my clients have gotten. A lot of people want to know about it still. It's still available. It's something that you should really get for the first year. You don't have to make any payments. Even if you take the money, put it on the side, and hold on to it in case the COVID gets worse, in case business doesn't pick up right away. At least you know you have the money. And that's a lot of my clients that did that. They took the money, they put it aside. They're willing to pay the 3.5% interest, but it's peace of mind. That's really what money is all about. It's peace of mind. You don't have to worry about how am I going to make my mortgage payment. Again, the EIDL money is supposed to be used strictly for your business, and that's what they want you to do, use it for your business. But if somebody has no food and they have to feed their family, I don't have a problem with them using that money from the EIDL just to survive. So again, as long as you're making your payments every month, you're doing the right thing. The SBA does have the right to look back over a 3-year period to see what you're using the money for. If you use it incorrectly, they will fine you X amount of money. But you got to do what you got to do to survive. And it's a great product. It's one of the best things the government ever put out, this SBA loan. So this video is really about what happens if you were turned down, or what happens if you need more money. I mean, this is lasting more than most people thought it would. And I have clients that got 40, 50,000 and the money's gone. They used it to pay their rent, their payroll, supplies, things like that. So what happens if you really need to get more money? And you could pay it back because the rate's very low. It's 30 years. $150,000 loan is $700-800 a month, which is not that bad on a $150,000 loan. Some people pay that on an $8,000 credit card. They're paying $750 a month. So it's really not that horrible to pay these type payments at that rate. So what happens if you want more money? How do you file an appeal? There is an email that you can go to, pdcrecons@sba.gov. Now you're going to put in the subject line loan application number and your name, your address, and exactly why do you need the money? What happened to the other money we gave you? So you would have to put in the letter, my name is so-and-so, my application number is so-and-so, I live here at this address, I'm requesting additional funds, I received $35,000, I used $18,000 for payroll, I used $8,000 for rent. My business has really been affected by the COVID. A lot of people are not coming to my store. The mall is closed, they can't get in. The movie theater that I owned has been closed for 3 months. I need more funds. Well, how much more do you need? Well, I need $50,000 more to operate for 5 more months. If I don't get this money, I'm going to go out of business. I'm going to have to lay off my workers. I'm going to lose my home. I need to have this money. Or my credit scores were bad, and that's why I was turned down. But in the last 60 days, I've improved my credit scores. Please re-pull my credit score and see that my scores are over 620, and I should be approved now. I had a couple loans I paid off. I had my father, my uncle, pay off one of my credit cards. My credit score was 540. Now my credit score is 640. I believe now I can get approved. So whatever reason was that you were turned down, which when you got notified, when you got the denial letter, it said why you were turned down. Most people are turned down for credit reasons. That's what I've seen. So if you were turned down for this, you go back to them and say, I changed this, I changed that. I really need the money. Here are my tax returns. Here are my profit and loss schedules. Here are my bank statements from my business to show that my business has declined from December of last year to June of this year to July of this year. You can see the steady decline in revenue, and I really need this money to keep my business going. Now, there will be a person that's going to answer that email. They'll review it. They'll look to see if it makes sense, and they'll either give it to you or they won't give it to you. It's not guaranteed you're going to get it, but there is a chance that you would get it if you send it directly to this email, pdcrecons@sba.gov. You're going to put in the subject line, loan application number, the word reconsideration, and you'll either say, the problem I had before has disappeared. Now I want to know if I can get it, if I can get this loan. I'm very good. I always pay my loans. Or I need more money. I got 35,000. I need 40,000 more to survive. And you can even put in the email why you should be approved, all the good things you've done in the community, why you want to keep your business open. You have a family, you have children. You want to make sure you could support them. Put as many things in the email as possible. Don't make it a 4-page email. Make it a 1-page email so someone that reviews it will have a feeling for you and possibly will get an approval. Now, I had this done with 3 of my clients. All 3 of them got more money. Not a lot more money, but they did get 10, 15,000, which every little bit helps right now. Your business is slow. It's good to get a little bit of influx in. So that's something you should definitely do with the EIDL loan. I had a couple emails that people sent me regarding the EIDL loans. And one of them is, Ed, I recently applied for the EIDL. I got a loan of $150,000. What's the maximum loan I can get? And that's from Stephen G. from Port Washington. Thank you very much, Stephen, for sending me an email. Appreciate it. $150,000 is the maximum that you can get. When you apply for a normal SBA loan, it's $2 million. But the rules on a regular SBA is much more difficult to get money than it is on the EIDL. The EIDL is really based strictly on what's your revenue, what's your cost of goods sold section on your tax return if you have one. A lot of people don't have one. If you're a manufacturer or you have inventory, you would have a cost of goods sold section. Most people, again, don't have it. So they go based strictly by what your revenue is and not what your profit is, what's your credit score. Can you pay this money back? So that's what they go by. But the maximum amount you can get is $150,000 as of now. I believe after the election, after the new year, they're going to change it and they're going to make it a higher number. That's what I feel. I'm also hoping that they forgive people getting this EIDL loan. I'm hoping that happens too. But we'll see what happens with that. Again, thanks, Stephen G. Second email I just wanted to mention is, what can I use the money for? Can I expand my business with the EIDL money? You actually can't. There's a lot of regulations about what you can and can't use the money for. As far as penalty, if you're using it for the wrong thing, like I said earlier, if you need to feed your family, it doesn't matter to me, what's right or wrong. Feeding your family is more important than doing anything else. So I don't have a problem with you using the EIDL. The SBA, if they audit you, remember they gave millions of people this money. The IRS can't audit that many people. They're not going to be able to audit all the people that they gave the money to. Maybe they'll audit people that they gave $150,000 to, but are they really going to audit somebody they gave $25,000 to? Probably not. So you're not supposed to use that money to expand into another business or into a bigger space. You're supposed to use that money for the going concern of your business right now. So you're at a certain level, you're making payments every month. We want to make sure you're able to make the payroll, make the rent payment, make the electric bill payment. We want to make sure that the money we gave you is enough to stay in business. So that's really what it's used for. Again, if you use it for something outside of that, it's on you. You have to really decide if you want to do it. You're not supposed to. You have to make the decision how you want to use the money. In my view, as long as you make the payment every month, you're fine. Third email is an interesting email, very important. And that, by the way, is from Terry G. I'm sorry, Manhasset. Thanks again, Terry. I have 3 businesses. Can I apply for an EIDL loan on each business? That's from Max K in Long Beach. And he had sent me a few emails. Again, thank you, Max. You have 3 businesses. You're not supposed to take the EIDL loan money and take it from one company and use it to pay off other companies. Because remember, you're going to be writing a check out of the company A where you got the money. So you can't really write off an expense or write a loan repayment from one company where you took the money and put it in 2 other companies. It's not right. It's not doing accounting properly. So if you happen to have 3 companies, you'll be able to get an EIDL loan on each one, because the government wants to make sure that all your companies stay in business, not just one. So company A, B, C, D, you would make the principal repayments from the company where you got the money from. So yes, you can get a loan for each company that you have. Again, thank you, Max K. Appreciate the email. And I really hope other people send emails. I like answering them. I really do appreciate people tuning in, watching, listening, commenting about anything you want to talk about. Just don't worry about it. If you have a problem with something, you want me to talk about a certain topic, If I don't know it, I'll research it and I'll find out and I'll have a nice video about it. I want to thank everyone for listening. I know you have a lot of things to do with your time. You spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes with me whenever I put out a video. It's much appreciated. I'm Ed the Finance Guy. Keep safe, tune in, and keep watching. Thank you.